Hey, I'm Spenser.
And I'm Brit.
Since 2011, Buckethead has released 290 albums in his Pikes series, and we're going to listen to them.
3 at a time.
This is Getting Head. Bucket.
Welcome, bots, logs, friends, and Bucketheads. This is episode 48 of Getting Head.
48, baby.
A Bucketcast. 48. What do we got for 48, Spenser?
You double that, you get 96.
And you flip that around, 69, baby.
Hey!
96 is like when you're with your bro and you got to sleep on the same bed, but you don't want it to be gay at all. So it's like feet to head. And infamously, as they said on Seinfeld, the genitals are still aligned.
That is true.
In some cases, that might actually work better if you got a bendy old penis.
Or depending on what you're into, it's like you're not really, you're not really preventing any physical acts from taking place. At that point.
No, definitely.
If anything, you're enabling different
right.
sex acts to happen.
Yeah.
So
very interesting.
You can just do
ones.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's like you can fart on the back of someone's head. That's is that a sex act? I guess that's
probably.
A sex act.
I mean,
Someone's
depends on what
that.
communities you're hanging out with.
You know what 48 actually really is, though? It's the sum of the Tool song 46 and 2.
So that's the name of the episode, obviously, right? The sum of
46 and 2 off of the album Anima by Tool.
Yeah. Actually, should we wait until later to bring this up? I'm not sure.
Should we?
I found some stuff about Tool in some DM conversations between you and I that I had forgotten about entirely, and it is a now deleted Reddit post that I screenshotted and saved, and it's very long, but it would be worth taking a look at if you remember
that. You know what
that is.
You know what? Maybe because that's gonna be it's long.
It's pretty long.
You want to do that maybe after the episode?
Yeah.
And then I can cut it in if it's time allots, but it probably won't.
Yeah, we should do that though. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Well, we're here.
We are.
IRL.
Indeed.
In
together.
the IRL, if you will. So, Brit, what's up? What's going on?
No, not a whole lot. It's actually been like super nice out and spending some time outside.
It's been really warm,
yeah, just hanging out with my wang out.
Hopefully you're not getting in trouble for that.
No. I have a micro penis, so
so nobody even notices.
No,
anyway.
it's just like that guy is wearing some very, very tight peach-colored shorts or something, or I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
All
right,
how have you been?
Busy. Brit, I've been busy. I actually had you come over today, one day early, to do the cast because I was like, Brit, I have too much to talk about. You have to come over. We have to do this today. It's essential.
Fair enough.
Okay. I went to 2 concerts in this last week, Brit.
Okay.
2.
Tell me
I haven't
about
been to
them.
a concert in a year and a half, and I've now gone to 2.
What do we got?
Over a year and a half, I guess. So the first one was this past Sunday. November. It's September. Okay, September 5th. This Sunday. So I had about an hour left at work, and I was working, and then I got a text from our mutual friend and previous guest, Scott Thorpe,
also known as We Forgot,
who texted me and was like, "Hey, I'm on my way to Seattle right now. I have 10 VIP tickets to this festival at Seattle Center." And Seattle Center is like a big park that's, right outside of the Space Needle. It's extremely Seattle. Like you look up and you got the Space Needle right here.
It's where they have Bumbershoot, which is our other big music festival.
Yes, totally. So I look up this day in, day out fest on the internet, and I'll be honest, I'm not interested in any of the bands, but
no, I looked it up and I'm like,
But I looked at the VIP benefits, and the VIP tickets come with 3 drink tickets.
Hell yeah, baby.
So I was like,
hell yeah, baby.
I was like, well, I mean, already I was into it because I wanted to hang out with Scott because I hadn't seen Scott in forever. Yeah. So I was like, already I was kind of down, but then when I saw there was going to be free drinks, I was like, I'm super down. Like, let's go check this out. So I knew I was only going to make it in time to see maybe the last two bands, because they had like the set list up on the website, and the last two bands were STRFCKR and CHVRCHS.
Cool. I've seen both of them before. STRFCKR at I've seen STRFCKR a couple times, I think, at Capitol Hill Block Party. And then I saw CHVRCHS like 7 years ago when they were kind of still coming up and getting big.
Yeah. I saw STRFCKR 10 years ago open for the Flaming Lips at Merrymore Park in Redmond.
I can't believe they're that old.
I know, weird, right?
Yeah.
I texted my friend about that show. And
I mean, STRFCKR was like mid-2000s or something, though, right?
I don't even know. I'm not really familiar with that band, but I texted my friend about it, and my friend was like, are those bands even famous? And I was like,
no, they're both super famous.
I get, no, there were a lot of people at that show, and that show was an expensive show. Like the regular tickets to that show, just like the pit tickets were $100 a piece. The VIP tickets were $140. Yeah. Which was like fucked. I was like, whoa, okay, this is very expensive. So
no, I saw them at the Paramount, and they sold it out. CHVRCHS like 7 years ago. So.
Wow.
They've been big forever.
It's crazy. Yeah, so I had never listened to CHVRCHS before, but we'll get to that. A couple of things about the VIP area for this show that I found were amusing. So on the website, it lists like a bunch of like benefits for being a VIP, because obviously they got to sell you on the idea of spending more money on a ticket to the show. So they're like, here's the benefits of the VIP area.
Sure.
You get your own pavilion seating where you can watch the show from above, which means it's on top of the Fisher Pavilion, which if you know the Fisher Pavilion, that means you know it's super far away from the stage.
Yeah, it sucks. And you can't hear anything.
They didn't set up any fucking monitors for the VIP area.
Oh, no.
I know! Amateur hour. I was like, what the fuck? So there was no monitors for the VIP area, so you could barely hear the show. Like, you could literally talk over the bands.
Wow.
And one of the other things, I like that they used this as a bullet point on the website, and I've really got to bring it up. I'm very excited about it. On the website, it said, quote, enjoy our life-size Jenga. And I was like...
Isn't Jenga life-size Jenga?
Yes. So I was
the regular one?
I was very curious as to what they meant by that, like how big this Jenga set was going to be.
They mean a huge Jenga, right?
I was assuming, yes, a huge Jenga. And I was like, I want to see this Jenga that they, pitched on the website. So the Jenga was literally just like one of those slightly larger Jenga sets that they have at bars. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It was literally just that. There was only one set.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And no one touched it. It was just sitting there pristinely set up.
It's a fucking, you don't bring, post-COVID, like, why are you bringing community games back into the thing? Like, it's like wood that people touch. Wood is not antibacterial.
No, that's one of the biggest lies of the cutting board industry, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Hate to see it. You always want a plastic cutting board. Always.
Oh, hell yeah.
Always.
Hell yeah.
So that's food safe right there.
I mean, or a coated wood board. Coated wood boards are the best.
Or like bamboo, and it's like coated. Yeah, like that's what I use, and I like it a lot. Here. It's really good.
Yeah.
But anyways, so the VIP area, total bullshit. One of the other things they pitched, there was like, there's a lot of bathrooms. There's extra bathrooms at the VIP area. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Because like Fisher Pavilion, where the show is being held, it's like a part of Seattle Center. And I know that area pretty well.
It stands for very important piss. So VIP. That's
true. Yeah, that's true. So Fisher Pavilion, I know it pretty well because I've worked a few events there, and I've gone to a lot of events there, and I know that Fisher Pavilion has bathrooms inside of it.
Yeah.
Not on the top level, it's on the next level down. And so I was like, oh, well, they must just let us use those bathrooms, right? Because that's right next to the VIP area. No. So instead of letting us use the Fisher Pavilion bathrooms, they just had a line of 6 porta potties.
Oh, no.
6. So the line for the bathroom was, I literally stood in the bathroom line for 25 minutes. The VIP area. So
this sounds like Fire Festival, but the bands actually showed up.
I mean, basically, like, when the event generally seemed to go off without a hitch, like the bands played, then there was a little bit of time, and then the other bands played.
Yeah.
So that part was functional. We hung out at the top there for STRFCKR, and then we went down and watched CHVRCHS, like, down at the pit, because we just were like, wow, we can't hear the bands at all.
So you were still allowed to go in the pit?
Yeah, we were still allowed to go down there. Because, like, if you were a VIP, like, you could just go anywhere, which was nice. But then also, the security was very lax, so I'm pretty sure you could have gotten into the VIP area if you were not a VIP.
Fair.
So Anyways, that part was a bust, but the free drinks were tight. They had very stiff pours. Like I'm talking like at least a shot and a half, 2 shots per drink, which was nice.
Cool. Actually, would you mind if I interrupt you after you're done with this story? Because I do have something to add why I wasn't there.
So you were part of the group chat that was invited to this, and you were like, no, I can't. I have a wrestling pay-per-view.
I absolutely did have a wrestling
hold on. Before
pay-per-view.
you tell that story, when I saw Scott was like, so Brit has a wrestling pay-per-view? I was like, Brit's really into wrestling right now. Scott was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, I know.
I mean, that's yeah.
So do tell.
So, Sunday night was a pay-per-view I've been looking forward to for quite a while. AEW's All In. It is being heralded by like wrestling media is maybe the greatest pay-per-view wrestling event of all time.
Wrestling media.
There's a ton of wrestling media, dude.
I'm aware.
There's actually some
calling out that
like Dave Meltzer has over 1 million followers on Twitter, I think. Like there's some huge wrestling media out there. It's nuts.
Oh yeah.
But and he's just a commentator. Like some of the actual wrestlers have more than millions of followers. But it was fucking incredible. It was the most entertained I've ever been by a wrestling show in my entire life. It fucking rocked. It was, I mean, I already bought the pay-per-view when Scott invited me. Otherwise, it would have been like, yeah, hell yeah. I would have like just downloaded the pay-per-view the next day and gone to the show. But I already bought it, so I'm like, I'm committed to this.
Yeah, but you can't just like watch it later. You had to watch it live.
Yeah,
live was critical. Okay.
Well, I was like live chatting with a couple of my wrestling friends about it.
See, so. we were talking about that. We were like, yeah, Brit's probably like on Reddit, like live commenting it or something.
Yeah, there was. I was on Reddit, but I also have a couple friends who are smarks, and I was just chatting with them the whole time.
That's tight. So it ended up being a good time.
It was incredible.
It's awesome.
I've already seen the other bands, so whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. CHVRCHS was totally okay. I am not familiar with their music. From the one funny thing that happened while they were playing, and I thought this was funny. I don't know. The singer was like talking, and she was like, "Oh, we have a new song for you." I can't do a British accent, but she was like talking for a long time with a British accent about how they have a new song, and she was excited to play it and all this stuff. And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then they started playing the song, and it sounded exactly like the song that they just played, like to a point where I was like, "Are they doing a joke right now? Is this a bit?"
Did they do a Wizard Part 2 on us?
Like, I am convinced that they either played the same song twice, or they have 2 songs that are in the exact same key, the exact same tempo, with the exact same instrumentation and vocal melody.
They have more than one song like that.
Like, it was strange watching it from an outside perspective. And when I say outside perspective, I mean just like somebody that's not familiar with their music. It was weird how big they were. Like there were a lot of people there that all like knew the words to their songs. Like they were like it seemed to be a popular thing, and it was all young people too, like 18 to 23.
That's
like,
interesting.
It was not.
When I saw them,
I was like one of the oldest people there.
Yeah,
definitely.
Really, that's super interesting because like when I saw them, I was like, it was all people around my age.
Interesting.
Huh. I wonder if they've had like a bunch of big music recently. Because, yeah.
I don't know, man. It just sounded like mall music to me. Anyways.
It's very, like, to me, it's like music that you put on fucking any ABC, NBC, CBS drama. Like,
oh, yeah.
It's like kind of dramatic, but like, you know, female vocalist, big synthy.
It's like super toothless is how I felt about it. Like it was like it had so many potentials to be edgy, but it was like not edgy in any way.
Yeah, it's that's about right.
Yeah.
And so what kind of band were they playing with? Because when I saw them, it was just 3 people, I think. It was one guy who did like all the sampling and stuff, and then one guy I think playing guitar and did some sampling, and then the vocalist.
So it was vocalist and then 2 other dudes.
Mm-hmm.
They both played guitar and bass and did samples and synths.
Oh, okay.
And then there was a drummer.
Oh, okay. I don't think they had a drummer when I saw them, but they might have.
So it was kind of weird because, like, in most of the songs, like, one of the dudes was just, like, live playing the drum beat, and then the drummer was just playing along to it, and I was like, you could have cut one of these things out, and it would be fine.
I mean, the thing is, like, their music isn't, like, that layered to where, like, any one of them, I don't know. That's fine. They're fine. But
yeah, it was fine.
Tell me about your other concert.
Okay, so the other show... was sort of a similar type of event in the sense that, like, a friend of mine was like, hey, I have an extra ticket to this show if you want to go. And I was like, sure. This show was the Hella Mega Tour, which is Weezer, Fall Out Boy, and Green Day.
Yep.
I arrived during Weezer's last 2 songs.
Oh, so, bummer. What'd they close out on?
Yes, bummer.
I mean, Weezer puts on a decent concert.
No, I was actually interested in seeing Weezer, at least much more interested in seeing Weezer than Fall Out Boy, but whatever.
Hopefully did they close with Beverly Hills, please?
They did not.
Oh,
do you want to guess what song they closed with?
So you got there with the last 2, right?
I saw their last 2 songs.
So I'm going to assume...
What do you think in Weezer in 2021's last 2 songs they play are?
Honestly, I'm going to say... one of these 3 songs.
Just guess 2 songs. Come on.
Okay. In My Room and Buddy Holly?
No.
Neither of those?
Neither of those. Wow. Okay, the last 2 songs they played
Sweater?
were... No.
What? They're not closing out the show with any of their hugest songs?
The last 2 songs they played were Toto by Africa and...
Fuck you.
And...
Fuck you.
Say It Ain't So.
Okay,
that was the song they closed with.
Yeah, but fuck you, Toto. Suck a dick.
I mean,
fuck you, Weezer.
Fuck
you, Weezer.
Not Toto though. We love Toto. Toto's tight.
No, Toto's tight. Weezer playing Toto is
not
dog
tight.
shit.
It's not tight.
You,
it's
Weezer.
not good. I don't like it.
Like Toto playing Hash Pipe is kind of tight.
That would be
kind of tight.
That's tight.
No, it's happened.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So in response to Weezer covering Toto covered Hash Pipe, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah. Anyway, so we got there as Weezer was ending, and then. Got our seats and everything, and then watched Fall Out Boy, and then Green Day was the headliner. Now I'm not super familiar with Fall Out Boy. Like the thing is with Fall Out Boy is I really like pop punk, but I got out of pop punk right before Fall Out Boy became a thing, so I have like very little frame of reference for them. I know their singles because their singles always get lumped in with pop punk when I play pop punk radio, and like. I don't like that because I don't know. I just don't have any nostalgia for that band because I never listened to them back in the day. So they were fine. Like they played their singles. Well, they played their 3 like really big songs, and then they played like other songs that sounded nothing like those songs. But like the crowd still seemed to kind of like it, which was weird because like I get why people like their old songs. They're very like emo pop punk kind of vibe. Their newer songs are just like
aren't they dancier or something like
no, that? Their newer songs are just like. They're just like kind of generic radio rock kind of stuff. It's like it reminds me more of something like like an Audio Slave kind of vibe.
Interesting.
Like I don't know. It was fine, but their older songs were definitely better, and the crowd definitely liked those songs better. But I don't know. They were fine.
Green Day. How about Green Day?
So Green Day was oh my god. Okay.
So before you go, I have seen Green Day. That was my very first concert experience ever. Yeah. I saw them at 12 years old. My parents took me for their Nimrod tour in Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska, at the Sullivan Arena.
Yeah, that must have been really fun at the time.
It was all right. I mean, I wasn't that into them. My parents were more so, but they're like, yeah, you should come and check this concert out. And like, you know, there was like a bunch of people smoking weed around us, and like, I didn't like that then, but I do now.
Sweet little Brit.
Sweet child. Sweet child.
Anyway, so I have never seen Green Day. I do have some nostalgia for Green Day in the sense that like I would, as I said, like I used to be pretty into pop punk. Green Day were definitely one of those bands that I was into at that time. And I listened to a lot of their songs a lot. And thing is, upon watching Green Day, I realized like Green Day has a lot of songs that everyone knows all the words to.
Yeah.
Which is like, that's impressive. Like when you reach like that kind of level as a band where you just like every song you play pretty much like you're like, oh yeah, I know this song. Even though I've not sat down. I have never, Brit, I don't think I've, in the last 15 years, I don't think I've ever honestly sat down and been like, I'm going to listen to Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I'm just going to listen to that song. I don't think I've really done that, but I still feel like I know most of the lyrics to that song. Like, I mean, just because like I've heard it by proxy. Yeah, so
it was
many
like
times.
there was a market saturation of it in your youth.
Yeah,
and so like I bet there aren't a ton of people that were like 18 that knew all the words to their songs. Though now,
I saw a lot of young people there. Actually,
interesting.
I feel like it was actually more geared towards younger people than it was geared towards like older fans, because most of the material that they played was off of like the American Idiot record.
That's a millennial album though. That's not a Gen Z album.
See, that album came out after I was not into Green Day anymore.
It was like 2004, 2005.
I think it was 2005.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah. Anyways, I don't know. They were fun, but here's some interesting things that happened. Green Day. Now, okay, I should stipulate another thing about the show. I drank 6 beers. They were tall boys, and they were all over 6%. And
nice.
I got fucking
trashed,
drunk. And I was also eating edibles, and I was just like, ah. So I was like fucking real drunk, and I was just dancing to Green Day. I was like, cool, whatever. I'm at this big weird stadium. There's like 1 billion people here. They're all watching Green Day. I'm gonna just dance.
Yeah, do it.
So whatever, So I was doing that, but then halfway through their set, they played a Kiss cover.
What Kiss song?
They played Rock and Roll All Night.
I guess
they played the entire song.
Okay.
And it was fucking weird. Because, like, as I said before, like, I almost said Weezer. Green Day has a lot of songs that everyone knows. Like, they do not need to play fucking
Yeah, they don't
Kiss.
need a cover. Like, they've got a full...
Kiss of all fucking shit to cover? It's like, dude, what?
Yeah, they've literally got, like, 2.5 hours of almost nothing but A-sides.
Yeah.
Like, and they're a punk band who has 3 4-minute songs. Like, that's nuts.
It was weird. So it was a weird choice. It was a weird choice that they played. But other than that, it was pretty good. They were pretty fun. I thought that they were all right.
Cool.
Yeah. One last thing in reference to the previous show, the CHVRCHS show, shout out to the dude wearing the Kanye battle jacket. I saw a dude wearing a denim jacket that he had cut up and sewed a bunch of Kanye West t-shirts to in a way that looked just like a battle jacket. Yeah. And like, I bet that dude's never seen a battle jacket. So like, just the fact that he just had that idea on his own and just decided to do that, I think that's nice.
Yeah, he probably saw it on a Pinterest board or something.
Yeah, or Instagram.
Yeah, like yeah. And you sent me a picture of him, and I just texted back a crypto battle jacket.
Oh yeah, that's fucked. Oh shit. Well, anyways, that's been my week. It's been really rad. Britt, would you hit us with a bucket fact?
I would love to hit you with a bucket fact.
Bucket fact, 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 bucket fact.
Today we're going to talk about Buckethead's awards and various rankings in top lists. It's clickbait time, baby!
Clickbait, baby!
Top 10, top 10, top 10.
Let's do it.
This is the top 4 list that Buckethead is on. So,
number 4.
In 2011, Metal Sucks put him on their top 25 modern metal guitarist lists.
In what? Sorry, what year was that?
2011.
Okay.
What place do you imagine he got out of 25 for top 25?
19
modern metal guitarists. Very close, 17.
Excellent. He's not the kind of guy that you throw in the top 5, and he's not the type of guy you also throw in the bottom 5. Like, he's definitely in the, like...
He's a teener. He's a teener.
Definitely.
Like, yeah, if anything, because he doesn't, like, have that, like, hit single or anything you can really attach him to.
Outside of, like, Soothsayer, but it's not really the same thing. It's like kind of a natural kind of viral thing.
Yeah, it's a cult hit, more so than, like, a big hit. In 2000,
what do you mean? Shackler's Revenge was fucking sick.
It was sick, but that was a rock band hit, not an actual hit. Although they didn't actually place them. In 2011, he was named one of the 50 fast guitarists of all time by Guitar World magazine.
Oh, what place?
It was not named. It was just by alphabetical.
Okay.
Same with the list in Guitar World 2016 for the 25 all-time weirdest guitarists.
Oh, yeah. Did he get number 1? He should.
No, that one was also not ranked. But yeah, he's definitely, I'd say, the weirdest guitarist.
Yeah, he's definitely the weirdest. Well, I don't know. Fucking, what's his name from Primus? He played in Possessed.
Yeah.
Larry Lalonde played in Possessed.
So he actually goes by Lair. And I know that because I watched like an hour and a half video of him the other day.
Wow. That's nice.
Shut up. And then finally, in Guitar World Magazine 2008, he's named in the top 10 shredders of all time. You want to guess what place he's in?
7.
Number 8. Close.
Nice.
Very close.
Nice.
As far as things he's been nominated for but has not won, we've got from 2003, he was nominated for a Fangoria Chainsaw Award, which goes to horror movies for the best score for Flesh for the Beast. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, he lost to the score for Cabin Fever by Nathan Barr and Angelo Badalamenti of Twin Peaks fame.
Yeah.
And then in 2014, he was nominated but did not receive the award for Best Music for an award I don't have the name of, but I will edit it in post.
Yeah. Make sure you make it sound very edited in.
Oh yeah, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they did that, and I thought it was the most hilarious thing ever.
Oh great, we just got to leave natural holes.
Yeah,
to plug later.
Oh, that's what I'm all about.
We know.
But him and Viggo Mortensen for the film Juja lost to Witching and Bitching, who was done by Joan Valent, who also did some of the music for the Oscar award-winning film Birdman.
Okay, nice. That was a very in-depth list of awards.
Yeah. So one thing Buckethead is unfortunately absent from is Rolling Stone's top 100 guitarist lists.
You mean the band The Rolling Stones?
Yes.
Top 100 guitarists.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
It's
this
just
is what Mick Jagger
Keith
thinks.
Richards and Ron Wood back and forth forever, just 50 times each.
Yes. And Charlie Watts is in there just to throw him a bone.
So Buckethead is notably absent from the list, which features some interesting, and in my opinion, some controversial choices, especially since Buckethead's not on there.
Okay.
Including Johnny Ramone at number 28.
Okay.
Which, I mean,
all right.
Johnny Ramone is a fine punk songwriter.
Yeah.
Putting him on a list of top guitarists is, I'm going to say, incorrect.
I think they're missing the spirit of top guitarists.
Right.
When you're listing guitarists as like skill and ability, it's like the dudes that, it's not necessarily like dudes that are all super shred, but it's like dudes that are like definitely like accomplished masters of the instrument, not necessarily like who are the best like rock songwriters. Right. Because I wouldn't expect Buckethead to be on that list, but I would expect to see him on like a top guitarist list.
Right. And like they had like, I accept like Kurt Cobain's on the list, and I accept him a lot more than Johnny Ramone, because he at least kind of developed a new style of guitar playing.
Sure.
In a way.
Sure. Still not also, the same.
Not really the same thing still, but also on the list is The Edge at number 38. And we also have Slash on the list. And you want to guess what place he's in?
Number 5.
Of top 100 guitars from Rolling Stone.
Yes.
You really think? Okay. It's 65.
Okay.
But, yeah. So,
who was number 1?
Who? Take a guess.
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Bucket Facts.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix. We listened to 3 more friggin' Pikes this week, huh?
Friggin' Pikes, baby!
142, 143, 144. Nautical Nightmares, Blank Bot, and Scream Sundae, respectively.
Hell yeah, baby.
These were 3 pretty strong Pikes, I thought.
They were 3 pretty strong Pikes. Yeah, honestly. We got off to a pretty good start.
Mm-hmm.
I was pleasantly surprised by this one.
Yeah. Pike 142, Nautical Nightmares, came out on May 31st, 2015, one day after Last Call for the EP Ripley.
Yeah. This one is like goofy and fun in the way that I like kind of expected the Pikes to be before I listened to them.
Yeah.
Like it's very groovy and it's very weird, but it's very listenable for one of his weird Pikes.
It is. I think this was actually my least favorite Pike this week, and it was because he does this thing with he has a lot of electronic drums on here, and it's the sample pack he's been using from like kind of the early Pikes.
This is true.
That has like this really wet snare and then a bunch of like really pronounced claps.
Wet snare.
Oh, we do. But the claps are like really pronounced, and then there's a kind of a soft 808 in there.
Soft 808.
But I noticed like by the 6th song, he kept on doing the exact same pattern where it'd be like a whole bunch of shred, and then it'd be the clap and kick, and then it'd go to the snare and kick, and then back to like the clap and kick. And he kind of set up this like, he used the same drum loops over and over again, and I got kind of bored of them by the end.
Yeah, honest. I mean, I could definitely understand that criticism. I I did enjoy it in the sense that like it was just like groovy and goofy and not too intense, not too anything.
Yeah.
Like it was enjoyable. It was not my favorite one this week.
Yeah.
But it was enjoyable. It was not a bad Pike.
Mm-hmm. He uses a lot of kill switch in here, but I like the way he uses it.
Yes.
It's not like he doesn't use it in like solos a ton. He uses it more for like playing melodies kind of, or leads where just like part of the notes are cut out, and it sounds really cool.
It does.
He does a lot of effects on this album, and like half of his quote unquote solos on this album are more just him kind of fucking around with effects. Which is dope.
Yeah, that is dope.
Yeah.
I agree.
Where do you think it should go in the park?
I would say this one is like, it's like a funky bathroom music. Like I know we've brought up bathroom music a lot in the cast, but like if you ever go into a bathroom in a building that's like where the bathroom is designed to have the same aesthetic as the rest of the building, like imagine that, but for like a very 90s like I forget the name of it. There's like a name for it, but like that aesthetic of like the like 97 to like 99, where it's like everything's like really gaudy and like over the top and like lots of weird funky shapes and stuff, you know? I feel like it would go well in a bathroom that is shaped like that. You know, you get your like Dawn of the Millennium kind of weird aesthetic in there, and orb toilets.
Millennium? Hold up, excuse me.
Yes.
Willennium.
Yes, I'm sorry, I didn't use the preferred nomenclature there.
Yes, Will 2K, baby.
Yeah,
2000 Will 2K. Millennium? Oh, excuse me.
Willennium.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, going with the Nautical Nightmares theme, I thought it would be great in something like the Universal Studios Waterworld show.
Tell me what that's like.
You know, I have no idea. Bevo mentioned it on our last podcast. And I was like,
I listened to that. I was like, oh yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, but he said it, so I assume that it does exist.
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. Anyways, Pike 143 blank bot.
This one was interesting. Released on June 5th, 2015, just 5 days after Nautical Nightmares.
My favorite Pike this week.
I would totally agree. It is separated into 9 different tracks, just like the last album. The last album was separated into tracks which were named Shell 1 through Shell 9. And this one was tracks QZ1 through QZ9. Once again, like the last album, every song in here is seamless. It runs into the next one, except for maybe the last song. The last song is kind of its own thing.
Yeah.
But everything else runs into itself. But unlike the last album, this one isn't quite as formulaic, I don't think.
Yeah, I could agree with that. This one it felt fresh. Like it's him doing like his like weird funky stuff, but it felt very fresh and it felt very fun and it was really energetic and I really enjoyed all of it, and it like builds to this like really epic guitar solo at the end. And it's just a very fun Pike. I was very impressed with it.
One thing that really stood out to me from the very first like 2 minutes of this album is I think he's using a single coil guitar in this.
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, it does sound like it.
Like
You're right.
it sounds like different from all of his other guitar tones. It's got this like
maybe that's why it sounded so fresh.
Yeah, it has this like
right.
interesting thinness to it that you only really get when you have a couple single coils engaged. You know, it might have been a guitar with like maybe 2 single coils and a humbucker or something like that, but
it might have just been using some kind of weird processing. I don't know.
That too. I mean,
it did sound.
There are ways to get a humbucker guitar to sound like a single coil, but like. He did so much stuff on here that's like single coil stuff that sounded like he was doing it on a single coil that I'm like, he's got to be playing a Strat or something on this.
A Stradivarius.
Yeah, that
like
band
the band
sucks.
Yes.
So
what are you talking about? Black Diamond or whatever?
No,
he did that one song.
I don't care.
You know that one song.
Yeah,
the Black Diamond song.
The drums on this album are super cool. He uses some electronic stuff, but he's also got like this really big, almost like 80s prog kind of mix to him.
I could see that.
Yeah, they're really fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
He uses a lot of the 808 and claps in here, which is cool.
He knows all about that BASS, babe.
Oh, hell yeah. So one thing I found interesting is he started songs 4, 6, and 8 in almost the exact same way. I don't know if you noticed this, but all the songs start out with just like an 808 kick and claps, and then him kind of scratching around on guitar for like 30 seconds or so, and playing very similar riffs each song. I don't know if he was trying to make that a musical motif or what.
I'm not sure.
But it was kind of cool. I dug it. It was a good song.
Heck yeah.
I think the big standout track on here was track 9.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it closes out the album. It's like this kind of almost like arena rock, arena metal style song, but it has the 808s and claps on it once again, and like some pretty real roomy sounding drums.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very much.
It felt to me like it was the song at the end of the album of like Buckethead just reassuring fans, I'm still the same Buckethead.
Yeah,
I still fucking shred, baby.
Yeah, people really liked it. In the comments, especially.
Yeah. It was sick. Like this album is probably my favorite this week.
Nice.
Next one's really good, but this one was super cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You have anywhere go in the park?
That is a great question. It's very fun music, so I feel like it should be used for something where people would actually hear it.
Mm-hmm.
So like entrance to the park music.
Okay. Yeah.
Like this is what you're in for. It's like all this. Yeah. But like different flavors of this.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he really hit the nail on the head calling this album Blank Bot, because lots of the music felt like super robotic. He did a whole bunch of that. It's like a overdriven and enveloped and whammy down-tuned guitar that almost sounds like a weird big like synth bass.
Yeah.
He did that with the kill switch a lot here.
Yeah.
And he made really cool melodies out of it. God, what song was that? There was one song where he just started doing that. Song 3. He does like this really super fun melody for a couple minutes with just that combination, using a ton of the kill switch, and it's just delightful.
Just delightful.
Yeah. Song QZ3 and also song 9, definitely the standout tracks on the album.
Mm-hmm.
Big time recommends.
Heck yeah.
But because it sounded like a robotic album, I think this should be like in the line for a robot themed coaster, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
All right. I'm into it.
Pike 144.
Yeah.
Scream Sundae. I scream, you scream.
We all scream for Scream Sundae.
Hell yeah. Released on June 6th, 2015. Just one single day after Blank Bot.
Jesus Christ.
I know. He's just fucking...
Yeah.
I mean, we're at the period now in the 2015s where he is literally releasing one. I think after this, the longest he goes for the rest of the year between 2 Pikes is like 5 days.
Jeez.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is way more metal than the last one. It's very much like the last one, in the sense that you still have like programmed drums and like electronic sounding drums here and there, but it's much more metal focused.
Is the first song and the last song? Yes.
Yeah.
Second song was like funk. Basically.
Yeah.
It was like funk rock with a ton of soloing over it. Mm-hmm. And actually, like I feel like all 3 songs were kind of the same idea. It was like a lot of shredding and soloing over backing tracks, yeah? But like the backing tracks were just very different, kind of a different tone each song. The first one was just like all over the map, kind of. It was like all different genres of metal. The second one is a lot more funky, and then the last one is like metal, but like way heavier than the first song.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it was a cool album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For some reason, I saw a couple people online complaining about the last song, and I was like, what? It's kind of like the first song, but like more metal.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Response to that one was kind of mixed, but I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was definitely like the second strongest probably of this week. Like I think it's Blinkbot and then this one, and then then 142. But yeah, no, I thought it was pretty good. It's pretty. I like the more metal-y stuff, and so like hearing a little bit more of that. It's not all of that, but hearing a little bit more of that was fun.
Yeah.
And also, I just really liked the name and the album art. The art was really cool, and like the name was really cool, and like it just kept making me think of like, hey, this has to be an ice cream shop, like some kind of fucked up ice cream store where it's like Cold Stone, but instead, like when you get a tip, somebody has to do a guitar solo instead of sing.
Oh, and all the cups and cones are shaped like buckets.
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be sick. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm totally into that. Yeah. I love a bucket Cold Stone.
There's the like bucket, the love bucket, and the gotta have bucket.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a pun on that.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah, there's nothing
I was working on it for a while.
Ain't no meat on that bone. That's a vegan meat. That's a tofu joke right there. So
it's very soy, incredibly soy. This is getting soy. A tofu cast.
Yeah. This is Solid Pike.
Solid Pike.
First track, I think, was definitely my favorite track on here. But 3 solid tracks,
solid boys, solid lads.
8 to 14 minutes long each. Like long tracks, long solos. Good. Liked it a lot.
Fuck yeah.
Solid Pike. Maybe a little too much shredding.
Whatever.
Didn't totally keep my attention the entire 30 minutes.
If you're going to listen to one of the Pikes we're talking about this week, listen to 143 Blinkbot.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the recommend for sure.
Yeah, this one's a little more solo centered. So if you're really into just hearing Bucket fucking shred, this is the one for you.
It's like Rock the Casbah, but shred the bucket.
Yeah. In the park, I think this guy would go well as the roller coaster on the cover. The cover is like this roller coaster going up into the clouds, and then there's like this building just in the middle of the roller coaster.
Yeah,
it's super weird looking.
That's where the ice cream is.
You mean the ice cream?
Yes, the ice cream.
The ice cream. Yes.
Yeah. We all scream for Scream Sundae.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right.
We all scream for horse cream. I scream. Ivermectin scream. We all scream for horse cream.
Yes.
We all okay. We all scream for horse cream is the name of the episode.
Do we? I mean, I would argue that Tom Green screams for horse cream. But
Daddy, look! I'm a farmer, Daddy! I'm a farmer! Look at me, Daddy! I'm a farmer now!
If you haven't seen that, you should.
Freddy Got Fingered from 2000.
Frederick got fingered.
2002? God. The movie's fantastic. Really bad. Don't take that.
You should make a meme of Freddy Gibbs got fingered and just put Freddy Gibbs on there jerking off a horse.
Dude, he will find me and kill me.
Yeah, he will.
Freddy Gibbs is an angry man.
Yeah, he is.
I'm afraid of that dude.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I listened to his podcast once. I'm like,
pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Well, we're just trucking along here. I don't know. We can take a break if you want, or we can just keep going.
Yeah, I could go for a pee.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. I mean, we can keep going. Do you want to just read jokes while I'm in the bathroom?
Oh, I do. Do you have the adult joke book?
I can go get. I thought I had.
Hey, no, I'll just use this one.
No, it's right here. It's right here.
Okay. All right,
there
perfect.
you go. All right, cool. I'll be right back, and Spencer's going to read some jokes for you.
So this is the adult joke book. We're going to cut this part out of the podcast, but I'm just going to read some of these jokes here. It says the adult only you can see that, the adult only joke book. This was written in 2002, or at least it was made in 2002. A person, the previous owner of this, I got this at a thrift store. The previous owner of this has rated each of the jokes, which is really impressive. I got this for Brit because Brit sucks and likes bad jokes, and so here we go. Here's a bunch of knock-knock jokes. Let's do a bunch of these. These are stupid. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow, this one's deep. Knock, knock. Who's... Alfred. Alfred the needle if you sue. So... I don't know, I don't get it. Okay, knock, knock. Who's there? Amana. Amana who? Amana bad mood. Okay, no. I like this one. Britt, are you ready for this? This joke is really good. This one's good.
I don't trust you.
I know. Put on your headphones. You gotta get in here for this. Okay. Welcome back, Britt.
Oh, thank you. That was a great pee.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Ammonia.
Ammonia who?
Ammonia, little kid.
I'm ammonia, little kid. What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Ammonia, little kid.
I think it's I'm only a little kid is what it's supposed to sound like. But it's just
I thought
ammonia.
It was like I'm on a little kid or something. Like, what is this, like a weird pedophilic joke?
God, don't. We're gonna get canceled.
No, I'm calling out pedophilia in this. Cool. We're coming after you, Walt Whitman.
Walt Whitman gave a job.
It's a classic.
It is. So Brit.
Yeah, Spenser.
Oh my God, Brit.
What's up?
You wanna go on a journey with me?
Hell yeah! I'm gonna take it to 420 Town, baby.
Statements from the Buckethole.
Oh my God!
Well, welcome. This is the part of the show where we like to shine a light into those shittier parts of the world, aka YouTube comment sections.
Ooh.
Kick things off. Gooey Batter says 4 years ago.
Gooey batter, that's what we want in our holes, baby. Serve it up. I'm talking about cake batter, eating cake batter, okay? That's okay. Go.
Freaking sick.
Hell yeah. Give me that gooey batter in my pussy, baby.
Gooey Batter, baby.
All right.
We love to see it. Electric Infinity says 6 years ago. Mm-hmm. Anyone else having their head bounce side to side? Sure, that happens to me sometimes. I don't know.
I mean, when I'm adjusting my neck, I guess. God, remember when it you could just headbang and then your neck's sore for a day and then that's it?
I know, right? Now if I headbang, my entire upper half of my body is in incredible pain for a week.
I feel the next day I feel like I did a full workout.
The next.
This one right here. Making jokes, making puns up in here.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. Dr. Samurai says, a laboratory of riffs. I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, two interesting choices for a career, doctor and samurai together. I feel like you're giving yourself a lot of business.
Yeah, he would know about laboratories, though.
He would. Yeah, he would definitely know about laboratories.
He's got a samurai laboratory, but,
right.
Do
you think he has a sword laboratory?
Sword Laboratory sounds like a fucking dumb high school metal prog band.
That's like an Australian metal band, Wolf Mother.
Oh no, it's fucking a Ne Obliviscaris. They're that kind of band, but
is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
I always thought it was Ne, but
I think it's Ne.
Ne.
They're the knights that say Ne. Obliviscaris.
Ne Obliviscaris.
Narcotics Anonymous, Obliviscaris. Narcotics Euronymous, Obliviscaris.
Shut up.
That's the most obscure joke I've ever made.
Narcotics Euronymous is actually pretty fun. There's a meme there.
Can that be the name of the episode? That's a pretty good
I'll consider it. It's under consideration.
Jamie Schaefer coming out with some controversial statements here. Buckethead is a funk god. There, I said it.
There, I said, like, what was that? Like a shit you've been keeping in?
I don't know. He's been like thinking that it's like not apropos to say this, but you know, I think it's fine. I think Buckethead can be a funk god.
Yeah, that's totally. I mean, he one of his best friends is Bootsy Collins, who, in my opinion, is probably the world's most preeminent funk god.
Yeah, no, he is like, yeah, no.
I honestly, I can't think of a more influential funk musician. Like,
oh, absolutely, yeah. Bootsy Collins is the man, and
yeah, he's
Buckethead is like one of his homies. They've made music together. They're friends.
Yeah,
like, no, he's definitely in the pantheon. He's got to be.
Yeah,
100%. That's not even a controversial statement.
He's in the coop, baby. He's in the coop.
He is in the coop.
He is right in the coop.
Hell yeah, you love that.
Mm-hmm.
Hollis Williams coming out with some interesting stuff 1 month ago, edited. There's other people doing this too, not just us. Hollis Williams says, "It sounds like Jimmy Page ascended to the Matrix and became an android. LOL." Yeah.
Do you think Android Jimmy Page molests Android 15-year-olds?
I think Android Jimmy Page is only available on certain Google smartphones.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, it's just on like old the Samsung that blew up, because blowing up is what he does in underage girls.
Oh no! Too early for bucket jokes. Bucket jokes are leaking. No, that's pretty good. The Champ 033 says, "Yeah, the twisted house inside his head."
A twisted house inside his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's weird, like, that people imagine that Buckethead like could be like very deeply disturbed. Like, if you're deeply disturbed, honestly, you can't be this productive, straight up. Especially when you're working directly with another partner. Like, come on. No.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Yeah. Before we move on to other YouTube comments, I must tell you one thing, Brit.
What's this, Spenser?
Brit, our friend, our compatriot, Jordan Vine, went on one. I have more Jordan Vine content than we have ever had in a Bucket Void.
Should we do an intro and an outro?
We should. Let's go to it.
All right, let's do it.
Master of the ship key, a bucket bot divine. It's time for Jordan Vine.
That is so much louder than all the other samples.
It's
on
extremely
here.
loud. You won the loudness.
My
with
volume.
That one.
that was the Californication of samples.
Okay, so to kick things off, we have a rare response. Now, our friend Jordan Vine, who is our favorite YouTube commenter
by far
on Buckethead content, I'm assuming I just got to say this, I don't know if Jordan Vine is 13 or 55. Like, I have no idea. He could be either.
Ageless, formless.
Ageless, faceless, nevermore.
He is an ancient demigod.
of
YouTube comments.
Yeah, for sure. So he rarely like responds to things that other people post, but in today he did that twice.
He monologues a lot.
He does.
Very rarely.
And he does that a lot too. But we'll get to that. So, anyways, YouTube user P Tracy has like a really reasonable comment here, just talking about how they work.
Do you think P Tracy is short for Penis Tracy, which is Dick Tracy's full name?
I'm gonna assume yes.
Fair enough.
So they're talking about how Pike 143 blank bot is not their favorite Pike. They think it's kind of average, but they really like the last song. And Jordan Vine responds
Ooh.
and says, Does it matter if he's done it before? No! It doesn't!
Wow.
I agree.
I mean, that's actually almost some negativity. Not quite, but almost some negativity.
Almost.
Yeah.
So he has a lot to say here, and a lot of it's kind of repeated, but I'm going to give some excerpts here. Okay. This is one of his longest comments I've seen in a while, but we're going to read it. You're going to have to help me with some of the other ones because, like, I can't scream this much. But here we go. Jordan Vine says, if he wants... Oh, by the way, this is... this is a rare circumstance in which Jordan Vine has comments on this pike from multiple years. So he has... on this pike, this was pike 143, he had comments from 4 years ago and comments from 3 years ago. So he, like, went back to this and added more comments a year later. Which is amazing.
Yeah, because you actually do not... I mean, you don't really see, like, repeat commenters unless they're responding to something on the Buckethead Pikes.
Well, I see repeat commenters, but...
Well, I'm talking, like, not, like, they don't comment multiple things on the same song.
Yeah, oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, you're right. So anyways, he says, 3 years ago, if he wants to do a metal album, he can. Rock album of any style, he can. Okay. Acoustic album, he can.
Yeah.
Funky album like this, he can.
Hell yeah.
Shred album, he can. Ambient album, he can.
He can.
Or whatever style he wants, he can. Or do a pike or a full-length album, he can. Because he has the freedom and the right to compose whatever fucking music he wants and do whatever album he wants to do. Because it's up to him, not us.
Not us. No, it's definitely not up to us.
I mean, that was like a preacher on a pulpit, man.
That was that was basically a wrestling promo for Buckethead.
Yeah,
like he was cutting a promo there on all the haters. All the haters.
All the haters.
All the haters.
All of... Okay, I would like you to read this Jordan Vine comment for us.
I'd be happy to. Jordan Vine says, 3 years ago, look, I'm being totally and completely honest here. I'm not saying he might be, has the potential to be, could be, or should be the best and greatest guitarist in the entire history of music and guitar playing. He fucking is! And that's a fact!
Beautiful. We love you, Jordan Vine. Thanks for your energy.
Speaking of energy, I'm about to do the do.
Yeah, that's the energy that you need. So he has some other stuff here, but it's all kind of similar. So we're gonna say, hey, thanks for the. We'll leave our Jordan Vine section off with this, which is a variant of a comment he uses a lot, but I like this one a lot, and that's just, this is magnificent, truly incredible.
Hell yeah, it is. Love you, Jordan Vine.
Jordan Vine. God, Jordan Vine fucking rocks. Speaking of rocks, Crosshair SB says 6 years ago, my, oh my, this rocks.
It does.
Yeah.
I love the my, oh my. Like, I love, I like to believe it's like Foghorn Leghorn.
Yes.
Yeah, with the like, what in tarnation is this picking?
I said he shreds.
Oh, he be picking, he be shredding, he be playing guitar all up in this place like a tornado.
He's sweeping and tapping and I'm losing it.
Indeed.
Darwin blinks out here with some really shitty classist bullshit and says Eddie Van Halen is a janitor compared to this. Not sure why I did a Dave Mustaine voice for that, but like,
hello, me. It's classism again.
Like, what's wrong with a janitor, dude? That's like a good union job.
I know.
Fuck you. Like,
maybe, is he saying that like? Well, maybe he's giving a compliment and saying that like maybe Eddie Van Halen's playing is cleaner.
Oh. Wow, that's next level, bro. I hadn't even considered. That's truly good. Bob M says, "Fuck yeah, my air guitar broke."
Oh, I love that.
1 year ago, edited.
I feel like there has been at least another comment that you've actually pulled from the Bucket Void that was like that.
Probably. I think I actually have. That's a really good point. So. We're going to do a little bit of statements from the Brit and Void, and then we'll wrap things up. Sound good?
Oh, boy.
Statements from the Brit and Void.
Can you make that so much shorter? Can you make it so much shorter, please? It does not need to be like a minute long. Like, what are we doing? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know if you've ever noticed, but whenever we
are you making it longer every time?
Yes, I am.
What the fuck is happening?
No. Every time we make like a new segment and I make a new song, I make it like 3 seconds longer than the last one.
Driving me insane, Brit. I'm losing my mind. Like,
that's by design, Spenser.
Yeah, I bet it is.
I'm gonna make you have to confront mental illness at some point.
Speaking of mental illness, on January 29th, 2018, at 7:05 p.m., I texted you, "Yo, let's come up with some band names for fun." And then I said, "GORPSE."
Good GORPSE.
GORPSE. You responded, "Instead, why don't we start a band for fun?" And I said, "Hell yeah, GORPSE practice next week." You said, "Okay, but I'm pronouncing it GORPSE."
GORPSE. I like that.
I like GORPSE too.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Yeah.
So in the same vein, also in 2018, January 31st, 2018 to be specific, at 10:17 a.m.
Oh, cool.
I don't know why the fuck you were texting me about this at 10:17 a.m.
Because I used to work at 5 a.m.
Yeah, probably. It's like midday for you. You said, quote, "Star Trek facts. In Klingon culture, the most honorable thing you can do besides dying in battle is peeing off poop stains from the side of a toilet. Hashtag Trek facts."
That's a great Trek fact.
It's a pretty good Trek fact. You're not wrong.
And with two Klingon penises, you can pee off twice the poop from the toilet bowl.
Do we know if both penises emit urine?
This is a great question. Do both of them have like a full urethra? Does one come and one pee?
That's what I'm thinking. Right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got like, or do you have an in tube and an out tube?
Oh,
no. Like one for doing the pee stick and shoving a fucking
yeah.
reusable chopstick in there.
Yeah, well, what else are you going to throw in there?
Disposable chopstick.
Yeah,
That's
you get takeout, use the chopsticks for fun, then you use them to eat, and then throw them away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have a process to this.
You got a system, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of disturbing systems, we're going to close out with this. Last Bucket Void for today. September 23rd, 2019, at 11:22 p.m., you texted me this. "I finally have the words to explain how I feel. Les Claypool is the Jim Varney of Prague. Deepest thought I've had in years."
Statements from the Bucket Void.
So, name for a Primus album here, Ernest Goes to Music.
Please make that meme. I know it's for no one, but like that's beautiful. That's the name of the episode. That's the name of the episode.
Wait, what was it?
Just Ernest Goes to Music.
Ernest Goes to. Okay.
No. That's pretty good.
Spenser.
Yeah.
What do you have to recommend this week?
Okay. So I intentionally left out one anecdote from when I saw Green Day this week.
Excellent.
And that anecdote goes hand in hand with my recommendation. And my recommendation is, if you can safely see a concert, meaning you are vaccinated, you are wearing a mask, and you are trying your best to stay away from other people, if you can do this and go see a concert, I highly recommend seeing a concert. Mm-hmm. It's pretty fucking
It's
rad.
really wonderful.
Concerts are really great. I really miss live music. Mm-hmm. It doesn't quite feel like it's back for real, but like being able to go to a show was really cool, and I do recommend that. But in that recommendation, I recommend, if you drink alcohol, get fucking trashed at the concert. Safely, obviously. But yeah, get fucking trashed at the concert. That's my recommendation. The reason why is I had a beautiful moment happen to me while watching Green Day, and it only came about because of how fucking drunk I was. And so Green Day, they did like a very big like dramatic build up and like climax. And when they did that, all these like pyrotechnics went off. It was very exciting. And then as soon as that happened, they just like cut and went into Billy Joel or whatever playing guitar and just starting "Wake Me Up When September Ends." Right.
Sick.
So he started playing that, and that song starts off with him just like singing and playing guitar. Right. So it starts like that. But so right after he does like the first kind of like intro vocal part, like there's a little instrumental part, and I was really drunk when I was watching that, and so he does that, he does the intro part, and then as soon as it's like just instrumental again, I just yelled into the crowd, "It's fucking September right now!" And like a lot of people around me started laughing, and I had it was nice. It was a nice moment for me.
That's sick, dude.
Thank you.
Love it.
Yeah. Brit, what you got to recommend?
I don't like myself for this. In fact, this is the worst part of me, I'd say.
Oh, wow!
I know.
We're getting into that conversation,
and I am self-aware, and this is something we've talked about though on the cast before. My being very unfortunately less clay-pilled.
You're so less clay-pilled.
So this week I actually have to recommend, because I listened to it again, Blind Illusion's 1998 album, The Sane Asylum.
That's so funny. That came up on like somewhere recently. That I saw that and I was like, I should maybe listen to that. And then I was like, nah.
I think I talked to you about it.
No, it wasn't that. No, it was literally like I was looking on the internet and I saw a picture of that album.
It's like, it's a fucking awesome thrash album.
Yeah. Blind Illusion's the thrash band. If you don't know, Les Claypool was in a thrash metal band in 1988.
Mm-hmm. And Larry Lalonde, the Primus's guitarist, also plays guitar on that album.
Oh, wow. You mean Possessed's guitarist?
Larry Lalonde, yeah.
Larry Lalonde.
It's good. It's just fucking good. Les Claypool should play music that he doesn't write more often.
What about Les Claypool doing vocals over just a standard thrash album? Where he's like...
I would hate that. Thankfully, he doesn't do vocals on this album at all.
Throw away the cum sock. Throw away the cum sock. Eat my apple pie. Like something.
That's some pretty.
And it's like,
dude, holy shit. That was some Les Claypool ass vocals, dog.
Fucking Les Claypool's funny, man.
Yeah. I was watching the evening news. They turned all the cats into Jews. Like, what, dude? That doesn't make any sense. Is that offensive? I don't even know.
I
don't know.
Yeah. No, pretty good. That's cool. Yeah, Blind Illusions. What's that record called again?
Use Your Blind Illusion.
That's the name of the episode. That's too obscure to not. It's so good.
It's The Sane Asylum.
Okay.
From 1988. But then they re-released it and remastered it in like 2010.
You know what's so funny is like
this year they just re-released it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what's so funny is like the last time I listened to Blind Illusion's The Sane Asylum from 1988 was when I was in fucking high school, dude.
Wow.
It's been a long time.
Hell yeah. Also, it was, interestingly, produced by Kirk Hammett of Metallica fame.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Of wah pedal fame.
Of wah pedal. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about somebody else.
He's the wah pedalist in Metallica.
Yeah. The heir to the wah pedal fortune.
Yes. Yes. The Waluigi, if you will.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this or not, but the inventor of the wah pedal is Geppetto Waluigi.
Geppetto Waluigi. Dude,
that joke sucks.
You need to, since you make guitar pedals, you need to make a Geppetto. That just says Pinocchio's Geppetto on it. That doesn't make it. That
doesn't make any sense.
That'd be the worst.
I will make a Waluigi wah pedal.
That'd be so sick, dude.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
That you could sell the shit out of that.
If I could contour the cue on it so that it does make like if you do it fast, it does make like a wah wah kind of sound.
That'd be sick as hell. Dog.
That'd be really sick. Yeah,
there's money to be made in Waluigi.
Yeah. There isn't.
Big Waluigi lobby.
I mean, not legally, because Nintendo will sue everything out of me.
Oh yes, they will. They will send a man dressed like Mario to your house just to rape you.
Oh my god!
Like that's.
Whoa! I think bucket jokes are leaking again.
No, that's my asshole.
All right, speaking of which, I think it's time for my favorite part of the show.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Well, here is some bucket jokes.
Ha 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 ha, bucket joke.
Ha 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 ha, bucket joke.
Ha 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 ha, bucket joke.
Ha 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 ha, bucket joke. What do Rob Halford and a proctologist's forceps have in common? Well, they're both completely metal and spend a lot of their time in dudes' asses.
Man, Rob Halford rules.
I fucking love that dude.
His Instagram is
awesome.
incredible.
Dude, his social media is great. He just
He just posts himself and like pictures of cats.
Yeah.
And like just being a nice guy.
Yeah, him wearing other band shirts and putting them over and shit like that. And be like, this band rocks. And I'm like, dude, you're fucking cool.
He genuinely seems like a super wholesome person. Like,
yeah. Apparently he used to be a big dick, but then after he got sober, like everyone says it's like the nicest dude in metal.
That's awesome.
Which is super fun.
We are big Halford stands.
Hell yeah.
Big Halford stands.
Yeah. No shade on him.
No.
Yeah.
But Ripper Owens, what a piece of shit. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, he's a super MAGA bro.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. He like plays shows just for cops and shit. Plays like power metal for cops. Which is like, can you name a genre of music lamer than power metal for cops? Like, come on. I like power metal too. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Wow. Power metal for cops. That sucks, dude.
It does.
Why did the radical feminist refuse to fly on the private jet? Because it was a mansplain.
It's okay. That's an okay joke.
Yeah. So I ended up listening to power metal band Rhapsody. Speaking of power metal, I ended up listening to Rhapsody's entire discography over the past week. Consequently, I've decided...
Wow. Oh, man, we should have a bigger and longer conversation about that at some point.
Yeah, but consequently, I've decided to go back to college and become a dragon.
I think you can still do that. There's some communities I could tell you about where you can be the dragon fucking or the car.
So by that, I'm going to go to the Art Institute and just become a furry.
No shade on furries.
Yeah. So somebody online recently who listens to the show recently accused me of making too many jokes about the ages of Steven Tyler's girlfriends. And I told him, yeah, I suppose they're pretty immature.
Fuck. Oh, man, this is getting canceled. A fucking problematic cast.
Oh, yes, love it. So I was at a protest the other week. There's protests going on again.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
Okay.
This one was against shitty white funk rock. Things ended up getting kind of violent, and unfortunately I got Red Hot Chili Pepper sprayed.
What are we doing? This is like the ball pit of jokes.
You know?
Like, it's like smelly.
Because it's just full of piss.
And full of piss.
Full of piss and children.
And it's not even warm piss, it's cold piss.
Oh.
You're like, come on, at least let it be
so
warm.
it's full of piss and children, which is that a ball pit or is that Les Claypool's basement?
Oh, Yeah, probably that.
Yeah, all rock music is yacht rock if you're absurdly wealthy.
That's true. Ain't that the truth?
Why did the vampire from Sesame Street think the kitchen remodeling store was a gay club?
What?
Because that's where he was told to go to get a new countertop.
I
love that reaction. Like, you processing it? Nah. I get it.
I like
but...
okay, so we have to address something here. You called him the Sesame Street vampire.
Yeah.
The Count! Bro,
yeah,
that's his name.
But saying the Count reveals part of the punchline, which I can't do, because then you might guess it, which is the worst part about jokes. Why did the guy poop in the pit at the Turnstile show? This is real. Yeah. Recently it came out on Twitter. One of Turnstile, a band that you've recommended on
I've recommended, yeah. Great band.
Yeah, really good band on the show in the past. Someone pooped in the pit at their show.
It's a really incredible thing to have happened.
Right, and it ended up getting all over people's feet and up onto the stage because people were stage diving and stuff, which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
But
I mean, no one's going to admit to that.
Right, but so my question to you is, why did the guy poop in the pit at the Turnstile show?
If you got an answer, lay it on me.
Well, he'd only been to Tool concerts before and thought the diapers would be provided.
This is a beautiful joke, Brit.
How is sex with Michael J. Fox like what Uma Thurman orders at the diner in Pulp Fiction?
Oh, no.
Well, they're both a vanilla shake.
I found, man, when I was going through Brit and Void shit, I found a Michael J. Fox joke you made a long time ago, and I was like, nope.
We love Michael J. Fox.
We do. Big Michael J. Fox.
Hell yeah.
He's a rad dude. Like, do you remember when he made that website where it would shake a bunch?
That was funny. That was funny. Like he gets the joke. Like if you've seen the season of him on Curb Your Enthusiasm,
oh my god,
amazing season.
Oh my god,
he is
so
in
good.
on the joke. I mean, I stan him. It's out of no hate. Like the dude's a fucking living hero. Like dude fucks. Yeah. His charity is actually one of the best charities. Yeah. Like 100% of the money basically goes to Parkinson's research, which is sick as fuck. Like
it's very sick. Yeah,
dude's great.
Big fan of Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, and I don't know if I need to qualify it, but like the bucket jokes, none of them are fucking serious. Memes, none of them are fucking serious. Like we're having a laugh. I respect 99% of the people I make jokes about. Still don't know about Les Claypool. But
well, until we get him on the podcast.
But I guess he is 99% of the people I joke about. So
yeah, that is true.
He is true. Yeah, he is the 99%.
Unfortunately, as less clay-pilled as you are,
yeah. So I used to brag a bunch to people about my 8-inch cock until the veterinarian told me my rooster was definitely malnourished.
Oh, sad. Take care of your chickens.
Why wouldn't the woman take the Polish guy's last name after marrying him? Well, it's hard to say.
Yes, that's the whole joke. That's beautiful. Yeah, that's good.
I finally went to driver's ed the other day to get my insurance rates down. Yeah.
Sure.
Because, your insurance rate's like cut by 25%.
What about driver's ed and Eddie?
Ooh, driver's special ed from Crank Yankers.
There you go.
So while I was there, the instructor, I was holding the wheel from the bottom, and the instructor told me the drivers should keep their hands on the wheel at 10 and 2. Uh-huh. And I told him that's way too young for anybody to be driving.
That's a terrible joke. Okay, but you just inspired something in me.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And that is, we've talked about this before, like the Lost Zed standalone film should have been called Driver's Zed.
Oh,
and he teaches a driving school.
Oh, but with the fucking car with all the like mannequin legs in the back from number 2?
Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Driver's Zed. It would have, because imagine he gets fired from the police academy, or he doesn't get fired. They're just like, you're too weird. We got to put you something else. So now he's running a driving school.
Hell yeah.
And hijinks ensue.
Mm. So how do you tell the difference between a raven and a crow?
I mean, I know the answer to this question. Do you want me to not answer it?
Yeah, don't answer it, because that's the real answer is not funny. So the raven is larger, has a larger bill, and usually flies alone or in pairs, whereas the crow is a 1994 film starring Brandon Lee.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
banger
the difference.
Soundtrack.
Fucking awesome. So yeah, super like proto nu metal and like 90s goth metal stuff. I think there's an NIN and a Marilyn Manson song on there.
Is there a Typo Negative song on there?
I think I'm
pretty sure there is.
Yeah, there is.
It's pretty sick.
Hell yeah. And we're gonna close out on this one. What performance credits is David Ellefson, former Megadeth bassist, given for Hangar 18? What performance credits is he given?
Tell me, Brit.
Well, both bass and grooming the song since it was Hangar 17.
Speaking of David Ellefson, Loudwire put out a post on Instagram saying like he had a new song out.
Okay.
And for his new band, he started a new band already. He has a new song out already.
Okay.
And the comments were naturally incredible.
Oh, I bet. Why didn't you bring any of those to the bucket?
That's actually a really good point. We could look at those now, actually.
Yeah, actually, you want to do it when the show's done?
The show is done.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, but so I don't have to edit it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Let's finish up the show. Hey, Spenser, where can I find you on the internet?
Oh my God, you can follow me at New Metal Karate Society on Instagram or at New Metal Cult everywhere else.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. What about you, Brit?
Well, you can follow, you can talk to me on any of our social media. Just look up Gettin Head or Gettin Head Bucketcast. We're pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Except for TikTok.
Yeah, we don't do TikTok.
No, fuck TikTok. Well, I mean, I'm going to end up putting a bunch of like my bucket jokes on TikTok just to get dumbasses on this bullshit.
Yeah.
Yep, you can also follow me at Dog Vorbis. And I've been doing Twitter a lot, so follow me on Twitter.
Nice, yeah, Twitter's pretty fun.
I make the word jokes.
Word jokes are
fun. I make
fun.
the image jokes. I make the word jokes.
I'm gonna pitch this again. We still have not gotten a voicemail, but that's okay. If you would like to call us and leave us a voicemail, you can. The phone number to do that is 425-310-2416.
Hell yeah.
To leave me a voicemail at any time, I will listen to it. I promise.
Like Sonic, give us a ring.
Wow. Yeah, you want that Sonussy, you got to put a ring on it.
Hell yeah. Big blue booty, baby.
Yeah. We love to see it.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for listening to this episode. It's been really good.
Indeed it has.
So, let's wrap things up.
Hey, Spenser, where can I find you? Not on the internet, but physically.
You're at my house in real life right now.
Yeah, you should give the viewers your address.
I'm definitely not doing that. But if you do want to send me something, send me a message, and I will give you my P.O. box. Anyways. Where's the outro? What the fuck is the outro? Do we have a Patreon?
We still have a Patreon. So I've actually, I should probably update this. Yeah. I mean, I've been updating a lot of stuff lately. Our Patreon is updated, so we now have pretty much every video episode we've ever done, which is like all but like 5 or 6 episodes, is up. And also, if you want to listen to us on YouTube, I am putting up all of our audio episodes on YouTube. I've got the first like 30 some of them up. Yeah, we're all over the place, just all over the internet. Just look it up. We're fucking there. Find it.
Yeah, we're out there.
Yeah. Say hello and shit. I don't care. Don't. Sure. But do. And I think that might do it for today. All music for the show is done by Britton and Spenser. All research, writing, editing, and social media by yours truly, Britton. Our artwork is done by Slunkbot and myself. And last but not least, this has been Britton.
And this has been Spenser. You've been listening to Gettin Head, a
Bucketcast.
Stay greasy, Bucketheads.
Namaste.